Alrighty, here we are. It is here. It is here. It is time. We're gonna go through this 393 just as a warm up, a little bit easier. Get another look at A&G. We opened a little bit, but warm that up, and then head into the big one. The auction ended at a little over 9 boxes, maybe 9 1/3 or something like that. So we closed at the 10. This is what we'll look at first, though. We got YNWA on Athletics. We got Legal Trouble on Yankees. And Giants fan on Dodgers. Those are the big ones. We got some non-sports. TV and movie might be a good one. Woogie looking for that. Larry David. Yeah. I think Silver got one of those. Selling it right now. Anyway, good luck on that one. And then we'll move on to the Chaos Auction Rip. Let's see what we got here. I'm happy to report that my Sudafed and Dayquil has all kicked in. So hopefully I can get through this before I collapse. I'll be good. Haven't been feeling well, but I've been lasting until about like 7 o'clock and then passing out, so I should be fine. 393. We'll do a little 2-boxer. 2 hits now, is that right? Probably flip through a little quicker. Don't know who that TV is. TV personality, okay. Especially for the auction, we're going to go pretty fast. The problem with this auction where you build your own, in case you're watching, you don't know what we're talking about. Ooh, there's a Boogie, Chrome Refractor, and a Logan Gilbert foil. I'm not sure. So last rip, or I think our first box had a whole bunch of foils in them, and I don't think they were one per pack, but they were more than it looked like there should have been. So I don't know if that's a hot box or not. I don't know if they're doing hot boxes anymore. Oh, and a Christie black border. So we're already hitting it in the packs. So I don't know if the hot box exists anymore. I don't know if I just didn't get one, didn't know, or what. But well, I guess we'll keep an eye out. The 10 boxer is going to be the rest of the case from that 2 boxer on release day. So there is our first beach, Oceanside. It's a nice one. Excuse me. Another foil in here. I'll have to see how often those come up. We got Riley Green for the Reds. Is that Scion? I was saying the hard thing about the auction. What happened was we opened an auction and you could bid on just about anything, as long as it was a thing and not a card type, and just let everybody loose. And so we're gonna have to figure out who gets what trumps what. It's gonna be a whole thing, but hopefully y'all figured that out before you bid. So the hard part is that we have like I think we have 103 categories. Big Sean. Oh, and our first one, it's a rookie. There's J.K. Noel. Chorio, regular back. Doc Gooden. I'm not going to be able to say who got what, because there's just so many categories and so many interactions and stuff. I'm not going to be able to figure that out until we start sorting. So if you guys want to look at the list and try to figure that out while we're doing this, there's an A&G back, Kat Dennings. Then we can talk about it, but when I post the photos, perhaps I'll know. I'm not sure. I'll try to figure it out. Try to get it to you as timely as possible. But anyway, this is the break right here. Bolide and Bichette is backwards for some reason. I don't know. Let's take a look at this hit. Let's just stop talking. Take a look. It is Connor Norby, the White Swatch, going to Starry Sky. First hit of the break. Connor Norby. Preparing to see a lot of Norby. Chrome update coming. I got one box yesterday. There's Jimenez on the filigree. I think filigrees are turning out to be one per box, something like that. A lot might be a short print. Anything over a 300 is a short print. And Michelle also backwards. And I got another box of Chrome update coming today. Once that is complete, we can rip our first closed Chrome update rip. Here we have Cal, big Cal on the foil. Very nice. And we have a Wahoo. I did not know that was a kind of fish. Evolution blundered a bit when it made the Wahoo. That's cold, man. Leave the fish alone. Anyway, Cal's going to Sleepy Panda on this one. It's a nice Cal foil. Some of these, I mean, the bottom edge of a lot of these has been a little wonky. Seen a couple bumps on some of these, so just kind of standard problems that come with long print run cards. That's Roki on the rookie Chrome. Very nice rookie Chrome. And we got a mini Chrome down here. It is Eddie Murray. McGriff is upside down. Short print. Eddie Murray is going to D. Mason. I'm getting organized so we can go through this quickly when we need to. Who do we got? I had a few packs in my hobbies that had two foils seemingly randomly. When that happened in our break, one of the foils was a short print, so look for anything numbered over 300. That might give you a clue. We here. Chi-Town is here. He's just trying to be a fish and he's getting dunked on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When FedEx comes, I'm going to run upstairs, so be prepared for that. Or I'll tell my wife and she'll go. Actually, I would look forward to a break if we're deep into the deep into the rip. So, we'll see. I just got a notification, so let's see. Gotta get that Chrome update going. All right, another foil is Bill. Two foils, and Justin Henry Malloy with I forgot his first name. See, there's Bill. He's a short print. So 2 foils in a row with 1 short print. Seems to be the deal. Also, matte reveal. New matte reveal. Thanks to Chi-Town for getting that together. Richard Kind. Still looking for 1 mem. There's Alex. Alex the Great. That's not Sean Astin. Skylar Astin. Come on. Is he related? Is he a son or something? Okay, well. We have, what's her name? Brittany Snow on the Chrome. Jim Bunning, probably a short print. And Laura Prepon, A and G, back. I think we got one of those last time as well. Probably going to get a lot of false positives on my camera, my front door camera, because it's very windy. It's been raining for like 4 days straight and had crazy winds and stuff, so very strange weather. But Paul Molitor, and we have Jackie. Some roller marks on some of these. You can see that on Jackie. Garrett Cole. Jimenez, filigree. I'm going to bag this real quick. I think the filigrees are 1 per box I was seeing. Did I say that already? I don't know. Don Larson. Short print mini. I think the short prints are like 1 every 4 packs or something. So they're short printed, but not that rare. Oh, I got our second mem. It is a Brown border. Maybe we'll learn the border system in this break. Another beach. It is South Beach, Florida. Yelich. Rainbow. All right, let's take a look at our second hit here. It is a mini. It's Basso, B. Basso, Brady Basso on card auto for the A's. So YNWA getting that one. What did I say? Brady Basso. I already forgot his name. Just looked it up. Sorry about that. Brady. Have seen quite a few boxes with extra hits. So DJ Mighty Me Rapper. Okay. Gaylord Perry, Cade Horton mini. Here's a nice mini. Rookie mini. If you want some deep cut advice for storing these things, I've found that I have some small, very tight fit TCG sleeves, penny sleeves. They're smaller than the baseball sleeves, but they fit in a plastic snap case or a slider case if you have that. So, State Bird Cardinal. I know somebody has the Cardinal Bird as a category in the next trip, so keep that in mind. James Wood, base rookie. There, David. There he is. Johnny Bench and Scott Sheldon. Not familiar with him. There's two. I think there's at least 2 players I've seen in 3 boxes now that I've never heard of, which is pretty wild because I have been following baseball for most of my life. Shohei and Christian Campbell. There's a nice looking rainbow for the rookie. Bogarts A&G. Campbell, who's got Red Sox? Melissa builds Gundams. Melissa builds a Red Sox PC. There's Gary Sheffield in a Dodgers uniform. And another filigree. It is Orlando Cepeda. Short print filigree. McCovey. There's Ricky. Regular back. Oh, you know what I haven't been looking for is the no numbers. I think they're A&G backs just with no number. Cepeda going to Giants fan. You'll here for the chaos. Hopefully there will be sufficient chaos. Most of the chaos is in the bidding, actually. Teddy Ballgame, and Blackwater. Edgar Quero for the White Sox. Crab on the White Sox this time. Teddy Ballgame. Nice rainbow. Last pack in this box. And also the call out for aid if Wax passes out mid-break. Okay, thank you. There's a rookie base. Rookie. And we have the Goblin Shark. Okay. Goblin. Cool. That's 1 box. 1 auto, which is nice. I don't think they're 1 auto when we're like. I think it's just 1. Usually it says what it is, yeah. Well, any 2 of these cards. Autographs, relics, printing plates, rip cards, or booklets. So it could be 2 of any of those. Let's quickly see if we got any no numbers. Freeman. Well, all have numbers. So you'll see here, there'll be like an extension of this little, I don't know, banner flourish thing right there without a number. All right, on to box 2. Sudafed's kicked in. We hit a booklet. Was it on Reddit or another channel? Somebody got a redemption for one of those daguerreotype booklets with the little like fold out keepsake case, and had absolutely no idea what they were getting. So it was fun to see them come to the realization. Actually, you can see it right there. And I knocked over the auto. All right, box number 2 here. See, that's why we do a warm-up, is to get all of the accidents out of the way. Libby. We got this is the other guy, Bert Campaneris. I hadn't heard of him. When I say it, it sounds familiar, but that might just be me trying to make up for the fact that I have no idea who that guy is. No, he played for the Athletics at least once. We got, ooh, hey, not bad at all right there. There's a Shohei refractor. Legit chrome refractor. Thought I saw some damage. There's little tiny roller marks down there, but I've definitely seen worse. So nice Shohei in this box. Sleep him up. I'll just put him up here because I don't know how much more we're going to have on this stage, honestly, for this break. Probably worth a little bit. There's Mike Schmidt. Mini is Tony Perez, Angie back. So wait, so without Schmidt, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a chrome. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, this is a chrome too. 12, at least 12 rainbow foils. Leslie Arfin, writer and artist. I need a chaos booklet in the next break. One side of the booklet will go to one person, the other side will go to another. Hey, we did that already with a dual rip card. It did not turn out well. The mini's popping out. It is Blue Hen Chicken is the Delaware state bird. FYI. We got a Trey Turner rainbow here. Something of those, the rainbows are, you know, the problem is we don't have an odd sheet yet. We're well into A&G release and we don't have an odd sheet. So it's all conjecture at this point, but it looked like, you know, maybe 1 every 2 to 3 packs. Bob, Kirk Gibson's the other guy. It's gonna get weird, believe me. I got 4 different medications running through my veins to keep my nose from running, keep my cough down. Oh, just went straight to it. There's PCA with a stripe right in the middle. Very nice. Not a mini patch, just a regular patch. But a decent one if you're going to get a patch. And that one's going to Waco Willie. Haven't seen you in a while. Back to Waco Willie. Another Arfin. And are they both A&G backs? No. So we got 1 regular, 1 A&G. And then we'll get the Brooklyn. So you'll have to do the Arfin Rainbow, mini rainbow. Beautiful relic. It's cool. I mean, it looks nice. They have filigrees of these too. I just saw one on a bat relic and they look awesome. So hopefully we can get something a little bit special. Changed a lot of stuff about this year, so there'll be some differences. This guy is in the Menzingers. Also a category, I believe. In the next break. We have Dizzy Dean for the Cardinals. Not a short print. There's Ichiro. A&G back. A lot of these World Series wins inserts. A lot of them. So should easily be able to build a set with a 10 boxer. Aaron Judge. There we go. Is it Taylor Rooks? Yeah, Taylor Rooks. She's on. What did I just see her on? NBA? Taylor Rooks filigree. Tim Raines. Short print. And Freddie for me. Is that Barry Zito? Angie loves Barry Zito. I missed all the one-on-one Hank Aaron's. Yeah, and I gave them out in the chat, and if you weren't here, you didn't get anything, so sorry. Ernie. Black border. George Sisler. The former hits in one season record holder. St. Louis. Who's got cards? Jake. We got a Chrome Arfin again. This is the Arfin box. Yount and Chrome Brooks Lee rookie Chrome to Judge Howell. I like the Chrome minis. I don't know how many Chrome set builders there are, but it's they used to have a separate product, Chrome product, just like Stadium Club had a separate Chrome product. Now also combined Lighthouse. White Shoal Lighthouse. So harder to put that set together, unless you're buying them all off eBay or whatever, but Sport Lots. Catfish Hunter. Oh, that's going to be the World Series. Lauren Elena. There he is. I don't think anybody went with fish names this year. No Larry David yet. Yeah, we just got the base paper. Dylan Cruz, Shaw rookie. Oh, and we have a Hannes. And the $150 million man, Kyle Schwarber. Hannes is a short print. And we have, oh, an N222 of Mike Trout. Very cool. I like the little tiny picture. These are cool. Angels go to Judge Howell. Judge Howell owns 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 spots in this break. Okay, that's not that crazy. Not that crazy. Not a personal box yet. Still looking for one mem. Oh yeah, Woogie has TV and movie, so you're looking for those Larry Davids, I'm sure. Ty Cobb, Chrome, Skylar Aston again. We'll throw in a Joe West album. Kevin Alcantara, rookie debut patch, already hit. Colt Keith. And here we have A&G Wes Bergman. Probably the challenge. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. There's the challenge, and a lot of the challenge guys came from like Road Rules and stuff, so it'll say Road Rules on the back and not the challenge, and so that's a category in the next break. You guys will have to straighten that out for me. Stan Musial. Still looking for men. We got 7 more packs. How about a redemption? This one is all bent for some reason. It's Ryan Bliss. Oh, and there's a black border. Bob Clemente. Very cool. Going to Giants fan. Oh, there it is. It is Reagan. Chuck Reagan. Maybe a Mensinger. Maybe not. They also have Newfound Glory, I think, is the other band in this one. So, but that will be Musicians for Giants fan. Take that auto, mini auto. Last break we actually got one of the lyricists for Fish as an auto. That one seemed to do pretty well. Fish fans are kind of nuts. Devotees. Chrome, Kobe Mayo, rookie. Tim Raines, short print mini. Awesome Kim, Carlton Fisk. And there's Schwarber again. The black border going back to Philly for Ski. All right, how we doing? There's Scott Boras. Where does he go? Other non-MLB, I guess. He's not TV, movie, or musician, so maybe he plays an instrument. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumptions. The Gar, I actually think of that whenever I talk about Edgar Martinez, because they call him Gar sometimes. Crazy looking fish. Jace. Jamie Chung. There's Kirk. The other Gibson. 2 more packs, and then we will go into the big one. Who is this guy? Abner Powell. Haven't seen that one yet. Here we have Jorge. And G back. I don't know if the Brooklyn bats are hits or not. So it didn't say that was a hit on the box. Oh, we got a third. Oh, it's a silk. Oh my god. Mark McGuire. Corbin. The other Corbin on the Diamondbacks. All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at this. What is it? I don't know what they call it. We'll figure it out. Let's look at what it is. I think these are pretty rare, though. We're going to go for the bottom. It is out of 10. Okay. Red border, out of 10. Fabric printed. Rilvis Martinez, no back. When there's a little window, you can touch it. There's a Relvis, the rookie fabric print. Okay. The extra hit in this box. I don't know what they officially call this, but let's go to team sets on Beckett. Mini cards, cloth. So that is a cloth mini. Grab some more big top loaders. All right, Blue Jays going to Friendly Otter. Nice little hit there. Out of 10. Out of A&G, that's no joke. Odds are probably pretty long on that one. So there we go. That's 2 boxes. We got the Ohtani Chrome here. The Norby and PCA patches there. Got the rookie and the musician autos. And the out of 10 fabric print. Interesting and excellent. So, nice little warm up. Excuse me. Let me clear the deck here and we will get into it for real. If you're an interested nerd like I am, this is what we get out of 2 boxes. There's some black borders, N22, chrome, black, filigree, black, filigree, filigree, chrome, chrome mini, black border. Okay. So we got 5 black border, and the end 222. Kate is just a rookie. I don't know why I did that. 2 chromes, so maybe 1 chrome mini per box. Saw several more full size, maybe 1 refractor per box. We got that Otani refractor. And the filigrees, no numbered. I know they have numbered filigrees now. 3 of those. So, can expect probably 3 to 4 filigrees, 4, 5, 6 black borders, something like that. And hopefully in those some variants, I think. So they got purple, they got orange, they got all kinds of stuff now. Alrighty. Let's get into it. So we did 2 boxes for release, and that leaves us with 10 boxes in a case. So we're going to do the rest of the case. Would have preferred Vladdy, but I'll take it. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's get comfortable. Settle in. Hydrate. Hat tip to mat. Although I don't have a face cam, so you can't see me chugging water. Let's get into it, guys. Good luck. This thing has been nuts. I think this is the 3rd annual Chaos auction. Fun to do something different. Getting there's this stupid little seal in here. There we go. I guess not. There we go. I don't know why I'm being so careful. No one's going to save this box. Also, this box is giant for some reason. I don't know why they did this. I guess it's much better protection. I mean, you can see on the edges, no dents are getting into this one. They're just square in the middle of the box. So, I guess that's thoughtful. A lot of extra packaging, but save the cards. That was super cool. I haven't pulled a fabric since, I can't remember what year it was, but there's some flagship fabrics. Oh, and there's a number, just as we were talking about, is a numbered gold. Ooh, that is beautiful. Oh. In the past, the golds have been kind of matte, but this is definitely gold foil. I mean, Bryce Turang, I didn't even see who it was. I was just captivated. Nice Turang. I was going to call it out, but I don't know who has what, or where, or when, or why. So, we'll just put Turang up there. Like Musina. I was going to say if we get that Chrome Update box while we're doing this, I'll just do that next, but I don't know if that's going to happen. There's a Gwyn refractor, Austin Romine, and a black border Zach Wheeler. Get organized here. Okay. Solid for Brewers. That's a cool one. I would pick up some of those if you're into it. There's Taylor. Tony La Russa. Short print. There's a Lighthouse. I think I was watching her on an NBA show. It was a pre-show for a game last night. Matt Boyd. Garrett. So yeah, lots of foils. Lots of foils. I kind of like it because, you know, you still get your little dose of dopamine or whatever. Dave Winfield is an Angie back. When you see that little foil, and even though it might not be a big deal, you know, it's a little bit better than just a regular paper card. So I like that they added more foils in here and more foils in the inserts in oh, I don't know what that is. The inserts in flagship. Kershaw. What do we got here? It's thick. It is Kyle Manzardo, Bat Relic. Ooh, this nice darker bat than what I'm used to. It's using illegal bat substances. Kyle Manzardo back there. Chodino. What band is he in? Bob and the Saggets. No, he's in the Menzingers. Bobby Witt Jr. A&G back. Bob and the Saggets. Okay. I think my favorite one is Ammo and the Sniffers. There's Bichette and Fergie. Hearing a lot about the Blue Jays loading up this year, so let's see what happens. Spend. Get over the hump next year. There's Turang again, regular back. Drewski and a Flying Fish. Yeah, I guess the bad thing about these foils is they're a little easier to damage. So there's some roller marks in there. Most of the flagship ones, like the 1990s and stuff, have been looked pretty decent. So hit or miss. John Hall. Ichiro on the foil. That was badly rolled. And there's Ketel Marte A&G. The good news is, if you get a damaged one, they're probably pretty easy to find and replace online. So, unless you get a Shohei, which is probably going for 10, 20 bucks. Andre Dawson, short print mini. Also, thankfully, these are not hard to open, those types of packs. Ron Santo and Arfin again. And Angie back Kutch. Very cool. Ron Santo, short print foil. So maybe retired Cubs might be a category. I don't know. Too many to remember. Too many to look through. Chef reactions. Bob. Black border bow. Keep on track. Poppy. Grouper. Still got one of them out of here. Looking for it. There. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Dylan Cruz, the rip card. Out of 199. Awesome. Right off the bat. I think if you're not PCing the player, and it's not a top tier superstar like Ohtani or Judge, ripping the rip card is worth it, even if you get an SP, because there's a lot of stuff in there. Red ink autos, the stained glass, that can definitely be cooler. Like the black borders this year. Yeah, I like all the borders. The filibrees are nice. The black borders are nice. Like, the cards are really nice this year. I mean, the design kind of looks the same to me every year, but hey, there's an N222 Manny Machado. Yeah, I like it. I like the extras this year. I know they probably added a lot of stuff so they could print more, but yeah. Once we get the odd sheet, we'll find out. Some maniac on Reddit is taking up the mantle of figuring out print runs for all this stuff. So, get some of that info. Carrie Bonds. Snow. Brittany Snow. Chan-Ho Park with the goatee. I don't remember that at all, but... And a base filigree, Relvis again. Zach Wheeler almost fell out. Don Larson? Sleeve him up. Alright, the rip card's probably hit number 2, so we got 2 packs left in this box. Oh, I thought I saw a block. Bergman, sorry, Ty Verdes. Jack Strawberry, Bo, Mantle, Seth Meyers, Cy Young, and Joe Torre. Chrome Mini. Fun Seth Meyers story. I can't remember who hit it. Was it Ybrb? I can't remember. Sold a card to Seth Meyers. And Seth is willing to sign some stuff for them as well. So that's cool. I love those stories. Now we need to get the Noah Murdoch rookie debut patch for Noah. Like the Greavy. Bird. If you don't know, we hit the Noah Murdoch. Is it Pro Debut 1-1? Or was it Update 1-1? It was not the auto. Tri-Town got it. And contacted Noah. Got a hold of him. He's definitely starting to collect cards and definitely his own cards. So able to get him that one. He made an Instagram video and shouted us out with it, which is awesome. And joined the Discord. So Noah is in there. He's got a spot in one of our Chrome update breaks. Hopefully we can get him something of his. I've seen some videos where he's trying to pull his own autograph and it hasn't happened yet. Update foil, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, 10% through. We're at 45 minutes for 3 boxes. So it's not bad. Already got a rip card. Not sure what the checklist is like for the rip cards, but those are out of 199. I don't know if there are other single rip cards that have different numbers or not, but I mean, there's double rip cards. I don't know if they have triple rips anymore. Those were box toppers. There's no box toppers. Bryan Cranston, very nice chrome refractor. Jordan on the 222, very cool. I'm not sure how the Cranston stuff is doing. This one is in pretty good shape, actually, so that's nice. Nothing to speak of there, really. I was going to hydrate. I didn't. After this pack, I will. Bliss, the rookie. Another Mariner with some roller marks. Joe Morgan, A&G back. Water break. All right, there we go. And the mini Sugano. Nice. I gotta get a little more comfortable. If I'm doing 8.5 more boxes, I gotta get a little more comfortable. Griffey right on the front. Oh, and we got a base mem there. Ooh, and a black, this guy, border. I'm 43 and I'm to the age where I'm starting to wonder if I'm out of touch with a lot of things, and then getting all of those TV personality hits and not knowing who they are makes me a little self-conscious. But I go back to basically all years of Ginter that I've opened have had the same weird celebrities that I've never heard of, so it's not personal. I am out of touch though, so. There's another Alex. Great bunny card. Roki, base rookie. Sugano foil. Freddie Freeman, black border. Nice little pack there. Rookies. Now let's just look at this one. It is Connor Norby. Hey, I told you there'd be more Norby, and here he is. Connor Norby, rookie auto for the Marlins. So, 3 mems, 2 mems on rip card, really. 3 hits, 1 bat relic, goldfish. Keep it simple. 1 bat relic, 1 auto, and 1 rip card. For those keeping track. Ben Rice, rookie foil. Walter, short print mini. G-back, Big Sean. Reggie. This guy again. I've seen his mini about 4 times now. Otani. Angie back. Cranston. Not bad, not bad. Cranston auto went for almost $3,000, I think. Cranston and Larry David seem to be the way to go. There's Larry. Barry Larkin. That's a beautiful foil. Nice with the red. Dylan Cruz, rookie. No mini in this pack. Okay. Did I miss it? No. Okay. I will be filing a missing hit. There's Cal. There's an Ichiro. Normal base back. Carolina Wren. I really enjoyed the Westminster Kennel Club cards last year. I think that was great. Different dogs, all their names. Action shots. I would have loved to get a ribbon relic, but they're still like $200 minimum. We got Bert Campaneris. I'll have to look that one up every time, I'm sure. Oh, there's number 2 here. Kevin. And you back Joe Torre for the cards. On the cards. I don't know if it's going to be for the cards. Trying to remember the other 2. So Filth Bomb hit 3 rookie debut patches in a row from Breakers Delight boxes. Everyone's pissed about it. And I'm trying to remember who they were. There's Laura. Base. One of them was Kevin. No huge ones, but still. So Alcantara's off the board. Corey Seager. Future who? There's Logan. Talking about dealing for Corey. Somebody's going to do it, maybe. Let's see what we got here. It is DJ Mighty Me. Okay. Rapper slash looks like a DJ right there. Another personality auto. Mini autos. So 2 mini autos. There's only 2 full-size autos, I believe. Filigree of Verlander for the Giants. Maris. It's 2 silver filigrees there. Bobby. Black border Bucks. Well, they're right back to back. Joe DiMaggio. Nice boogie chrome. Larry Walker and Ellie. Mini chrome. Last pack of box number 2. Bryce again. And Peaches. Lahala. Alright, that's box number 2. Buxton, black border, Ellie Mini. DiMaggio, filigree. All right, clean those up. Getting my piles in order. Wax wellness check. Do you need a popsicle? Actually, I would love a popsicle. I think they have Pedialyte popsicles now. Next. My throat is holding up. I didn't know how long I'd be able to talk. Fine. Pop some Dayquil, pop some Sudafed. Should be good for a couple hours at least. I think the worst part about being a little sick is it still keeps me up at night. Like, I have a hard time getting to sleep, staying asleep, unless I got some NyQuil. Even if I'm just a little sick. Laguna. Lots of California beaches. This guy again on the chrome refractor. I think those seem to be about 1 per box. There's the fish guy. Chase Nollander. I've been checking the backs. Eon was an A&G pack. More sleeves, please. You're there. Adrian Beltre. And DeGrom, 2 Texas in a row. Ben Rice, rookie. I don't know why I said Texans. There's a Kurtz base card. Andy Pettit, short print. Oh, no. But it is an A&G back. Rangers. 2 Rangers in a row. Bregman. We got the Western Meadowlark, state bird of Nebraska. Also, I believe all 50 are represented, so there's lots of birds to collect. A pseudoephedrine popsicle actually sounds amazing and probably illegal, but easy way to get it into my kid. There's Pudge. Oh, we have a game used something here. Griffin Conine. There's Vlad Jr. on the A&G. Green border. I don't have the green borders out, so. Mini relic, maybe. Rookie. There's a Marcelo Mayer rookie. That's not bad. There's another guy I haven't heard of. George Kell for the Tigers. I'll sleeve up Mayer. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. It is Bobby again on the swatch. White swatch. Bobby Witt Jr. relic. Green bordered. Usually have a couple different styles. This is full size. I think last year they had 2 different styles of mini relics. Paul Molitor for the Twins. Eckersley. They do musicians, they need to do some like black metal guys or something, so it's really easy to tell. There, oh, straight into it. There's Andre Dawson with the bat relic. Nice little round wood relic. Game used memorabilia. Let's put Dylan up here just because it's cool. Wyatt Langford foil. Yellowfin tuna. I think the foils are called silvers on the checklist. The Beckett checklist, at least. I haven't checked the official checklist. They don't list parallels on the official checklist, so we still have to wait for the odds sheet. My son wanted me to get that Alcantara patch because I don't have to buy update. Oh, we got a red border twin, maybe? Cy Young. There's Pujols, #1. Red border filigree is going to be Paul Molitor. There he is again for the Twins. Color matchy, red foil filigree to 25. This must be orange. They're trying to standardize everything, so this must be an orange filigree. Not bad at all. I'll try to mute all of my coughs. Only had one so far, so not bad. Robert Hassel. There's another Wahoo. And a silver filigree, Tyler O'Neill. Reggie, regular back. Tyler O'Neill just like came out super hot last year and hit like 5 home runs in 3 games or something like that, and then I never heard from him again. Everybody will be watching for Pete Alonso, the Baltimore Oriole. No one saw that come. Ballesteros, and a Kershaw A&G. It's just a weird move by Baltimore because they just haven't like done anything really that has worked in a long time. So I don't know if they're actually trying to push for it or not, but they just totally fell on their faces last year. A lot of their guys aren't working out. Like, it just seems like, apologies to Baltimore fans, but it just seems like something's going on with that team. They have a bunch of super hype prospects that haven't worked out really yet. I'll say yet. But nobody right out of the gate. Signing guys has been tough. Keeping guys has been tough. Yachty and a DJ Hers. How is he still a rookie? Maybe that was a Series 1 rookie? I don't know, but I feel like he's been in at least 2 years worth of sets. Yeah, so it's kind of funny when we're talking about the Mets and check the back. Nice. A&G back. Moises. I was talking about the Mets and signing Juan Soto for $750 million and then letting everybody else go. Letting Edwin Diaz go. Letting Pete Alonso go. Like, I can kind of understand the Pete Alonso because they weren't going to pay him that much, but the Edwin Diaz one for 3 years, $23 million, just like doesn't make any sense. CJ. And it's really funny when people say, oh, they didn't want to set anew or they didn't want to pay anew for the position or whatever. And it's like, first of all, $23 million to most of these guys is nothing. And to keep one of the best closers in baseball, to pay him a little more, seems worth it to me. So it just seems like a cop-out to say, like, oh, I didn't want to pay. You know, the Hater is getting like $19 million a year or something like that. Oh, I don't want to pay $23 million a year is ridiculous. That just to me just tells me they didn't want him back. Of course, tried to get him to not play for the Dodgers is. Ooh, hey, hello. Aaron Judge stained glass, beautiful, and that's one to get. The only other one I think I want is Ohtani. Wow. I don't know who's got the Yankees. I don't know. Oh, there's an Aaron Judge category, I'm pretty sure, so that'll be easy. I have just the thing for just a card like this. Nice, stained glass, just straight up, just hanging out in the pack, not in a rip card, just hanging out. Judge. Very cool. Congrats to, I'll look it up here in a minute. Get me complaining about the Mets on my playback for that, for social media, for Judge's stained glass card. Anyway, it seems like you could say, that was the last pack in that box. You could say that he was going to go to the Dodgers anyway. But, like, I don't know, give him another year or something. At least try. All the reports said they were just not going to do it. They weren't even going to try to beat the Dodgers. So why would you not go to the Dodgers if they were a championship contender and they're giving you more money? Like, you don't even give them anything to think about to stay in town. Just I don't understand it at all. Just like we're calling a silent teardown. And then dumping Nimmo, and it's just Marcus Semien. Where are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. So I think we're 3 boxes. Yeah, 3 boxes through. The bonus hit, I can't remember. I don't know which box I came out of. I think it was the 3rd one that was a bonus. Bagwell. Playa Paraíso, Tulum. $46 spot. Who got it for $46? Definitely pay for that spot. Dansby. No money in that one either. Okay. You know what I need is a comfy chair. Breaker chair. With intravenous liquids available. Oh, there we go. Bryce on the foil. Oh, 2 minis in here. Those are missing mini from the last pack. Dante Aldeguerri. Alcanline. Yes, I know it's not Dante Aldeguerri, but I think of that every time I see an Aldeguerri. All right, let's see what we got here. It is rookie auto Connor Norby. I don't even know his first name. Blake Dunn for the Reds. And Blake Dunn with crappy rookie autos. No offense. I always feel bad. I'm not trying to... Not your fault, Blake. It's not your fault. You probably signed 5,000 of those. Just for us. Randy. Short hair Randy. How long did Randy Johnson have long hair in Arizona? I kind of stopped watching him after he left Seattle. See ya. Another black border. Left Seattle / wasn't invited back to Seattle. All right, and silver filigrees, Stephen Kwan. And an Emperor Anglerfish. Angelfish, sorry. Anglerfish is the one that spits out water, right? Angelfish is different. Okay. Some more room here. Haven't seen... Oh, we got the Dunn. We got 1 hit out of here. Nacho, little foil peel. Chandler Simpson, rookie mini. People, like, it's really easy to just, like, start complaining if they dropped it from 3 hits to 2, and everyone is, you know, calling them out for being cheap or whatever, or watering down the product, which is true. It lets them print more. But Lou Brock is a mini, chrome mini. Most of the time, honestly, we were getting 3 not great relics out of a box, or 2 relics and 1 not great auto. So, I mean, personally, I would rather have a chance at a bunch of other parallels. All the new parallels they added for the filigrees and such. Boris. Then a relic I don't want, or an auto I don't want. That's a $2 card, you know? So it's a decent trade-off, I think. A refractor. Drake Baldwin. Nice rookie A&G back for Drake. I'll put that in the sleeve for sure, for sure. I see the Rainbow Foil's got the X-ray treatment. Throw sand on them and rub them with a rock. Yeah. A lot of them have rubs. Like this one. No scratches, but lots of rubs. So that's a different kind of roller mark. So, yeah. I am all for extra foils, but if you can't figure out how to protect them, then it's not really worth anything, is it? The X-ray one is especially infuriating because I'm sure someone thought it would be a good idea. That shock chrome. Buster Posey. I'm sure somebody thought it would be a good idea if we made it glossy and thick. It would be cool for an X-ray, but no one thought that it was just going to get scratched to hell and look terrible. So if they would have just made it a regular card, it would have been a cool X-ray. That's all. Steve Carlton, black border. I mean, it's a very cool idea. It would be cool if they had a like short printed acetate set that had X-rays on it. Manta Ray. This is going to the Rays spot. But getting creative with your bids is what it's all about. There's a Brent Rooker Bat Relic. Oops, hit the camera. The very nearly home run derby king. Put Rooker right there. Mick Abel rookie rainbow, also pretty beat up. Biggio short print ANG. I think the foils in our first rip the other day were not all messed up. So New London Ledge Light. That's a little flat lighthouse. Very cute. So some of them are okay. Tony Gwynn also messed up. I don't know if that's a problem with the printer or a problem with the machine that loads them. Ooh, green chrome. Okay. Sway, ANG. Let's finish out this box before we take a look at that green chrome. Relvis. He is going to haunt us. 2 more packs. I'll check out that green chrome. Okay. Can't look up the odds, but hey, there's a Jax. Traveling Spaceship Show. Haven't seen that one. And close it out with a Daryl and a Purple Finch. All right. Just to take a little break, I'm going to sneak in here, check out the chrome variants. Chrome, refractor, X-fractor, green to 99, purple to 75, gold to 50, orange to 25, red to 5, and 1 superfractor. So that's how that shakes out. X-fractors also sound like they're pretty rare. Obviously, haven't seen one here yet. And I don't have any odds to tell you how rare this is, but yeah, what, 300? Oh, the chromes are limited. They go up to 300, but there aren't 300 of them. So anyway, let's take a look. The base cards names are just still at the top. All right. So we got, oh, there you go. That's Kirk Gibson. Beautiful. I like the design on the outside. That's really cool. Kirk Gibson, 50 of 99. Very beautiful. Love it. Not usually into the green, but this one's pretty cool. 4, 40% through. I just opened a box while I'm watching. Got a 99 Cream Grow Mantle just a second ago. Nice. Maybe you willed it into existence for us. I mentioned before, I've gotten flawless X-rays and trays, but mine out of packs were wrecked to heck and back. Yeah, we opened, I don't know how much. It wasn't a ton, but we opened a bunch of 24 ANG, and most, if not all, of the X-rays were damaged in some way. Well, through 4 boxes, I say we're doing better than the boxes I've seen so far. I don't want to jinx it, but Ginter, ANG, Gibson to 99, the Judge stained glass, and the Cruise Rip card are nice. Larry Walker and Thurman Munson, Kirby Puckett. DJ. So somebody said about something about DJ Hers. The bird card prices on eBay are not inspiring confidence in my ability to complete that set in any reasonable amount of time. Well, just wait till everybody's ripped their boxes and they're all out in the wild. Maybe you'll get a good deal on TCBB or Sport Lots. I don't know if anybody uses Sport Lots anymore, but I've found some stuff on Sport Lots. He said the cards he signed for Chrome got pushed to update. Oh, okay. That DJ Hers. Hey, there he is. Elafanisi Beach, Crete, Greece. Okay. Oh, Phil Rizzuto, silver filigree. There's Randy again. Also, no IVs in this set, so I don't have to keep my eye out. I don't think there's really any super hidden stuff in here. As long as you check the backs. Oh, we got another rip card. Oh my god, okay. Having a pretty good last 7 days with Lane got me an Ichiro Hidden Gems out of Stadium Club. That was awesome. And we got the Bryce Harper was the base chrome out? I don't know, it was auto redemption. So I mean, geez, 2 rip cards now. I guess it doesn't matter that much. It is Julio on the rip card. Beautiful. As a Julio collector, I would probably keep this one. If you're not a Julio collector, I don't know, maybe find comps, I guess. See if you'd want to sell it or not. I think, I want to say, out of the rip cards I ripped a dual, a triple, a couple singles, and outside of the mandatory stained glass you get out of the triple, I don't think I've got anything special out of a rip card. So this could be the time, but there's a lot of mini SPs to be had in those. So just assume you're not really gonna get anything, and then make your judgment from there. Like I said, judge would be, you know, they're a couple $100, I'd probably sell it, honestly. We got Keybrian, silver filigree. All right. I need to stand up for a second. I will look back at the chat while I do this. Orange filigree is 25, red is 15 or 5. Yeah, we verified that. I was in the TCU break today, and DJ Hurst was ripping the pack. Okay. He said, oh, that's what he's, okay. And then he pulled a James Wood auto redemption. He even loaded up for DJ Hurst, huh? That's a joke. I don't think anybody's getting loaded boxes. I think if you're ordering 80 cases of Breaker Delight boxes, you're going to get some good stuff out of it. And yeah, they might happen back to back to back. You know what? It never happens until it does, and that's when everybody freaks out. What are the odds? Well, the odds just mean that it's really hard to do. It doesn't mean it's impossible. So, yeah, I don't know. Even if they do, I mean, it does kind of make sense to give those guys that are ripping, especially on Fanatics Live, juice boxes. But again, the whole industry is based on what am I trying to say here? Integrity. As soon as your integrity is gone, you're sunk. No one's going to buy your stuff anymore. So why would you even risk it? Everyone's buying it already. There's no reason to try to juice your product up. You have the market in live breaking, probably better than whatnot. I mean, or they will be soon. You have the market in baseball cards. You will have the market in 2 other sports. Everything sells out immediately, unless it's printed to hell. Like some stuff that's supposed to be printed all the way to hell. Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. Jace Young and 222. And I get that greed is a thing, but like, why would you risk ruining the entire industry? They just pumped a whole bunch of money into this company and a whole bunch of money into development for new cards and development for new products and all this stuff, buying licenses so they can put them on cards, all this stuff, and then you're just gonna give out a couple juice boxes to some rando who makes you a little bit of money on a streaming platform. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Someone is gonna open the cards and show them why. Like, it doesn't matter. There's some stuff like the Jackson Merrill rookie debut patch hasn't surfaced yet. Oh, there's a nice Freddy refractor. Okay. Jimmy Rollins with long hair? I don't remember that at all. There's a Cardinal for the Cardinal spot. Yeah. But they don't need the marketing. They don't need, like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna promote filth bombs, and everybody goes to filth bomb because they get juiced boxes. They sell all their spots. They don't need any help to sell their spots. Like, they don't need any help. They don't need juice boxes. Josh, my man. I would have liked to have Pete Alonso. I think he's kind of a meathead, but he's cool. He's into the game. He's really intense. He's probably a fun guy. I don't know what he's really like, but he seems like a decent teammate. But I'm super happy to have Josh Naylor instead of Pete. It was over $50 million less for a guy who has incredible IQ, super clutch, great teammate. Already fits into the team like they already know, so yeah. Man, there's another filigree. This is another orange, it looks like. Correa Gallon black border. You know, that's just me. And I can all day talk about how, like, all these conspiracy theories are silly, and then one of them will turn out to be true, and everybody will be like, oh, see, look. But, you know, usually the most likely explanation is the correct one. All right, let's see what we got here. Stop talking. This thick. Must be a patch. Oh, it's Biggio out of 25. The red swatch. Craig Biggio for the Astros. Nice. This is what I'm talking about. Added some numbered patches. I don't believe they had numbered patches. If they did, there weren't very many of them. Adding some numbered patches, that just, you know, makes it a little sweeter. Yes, there are way more of these relics now because they can add numbers to them, but, I mean, I would rather have this than a base. Trying to find the right top loader here. There we go. 75 for the relics. 100 for the rep cards. That's what it was. All right, where are we gonna start? I can't start covering up the good stuff here. And put Julio in one. We better do that. Anyone knows if those counted hits? I wouldn't think so, but only got one if it's not a hit. Are you talking about the filigrees? They're not hits as per se. The hits are the stuff that's listed on the box, which is rip cards, autos, relics, what did they say, metal, and booklets. We'll find out when the next box comes up. Those are the 2 guaranteed hits types that you should be able to get. Anything else is extra. There's probably a number of parallels you'll get. I don't know if we got any parallels in a couple of those boxes. Yamamoto. See, this is a nice looking one. A little bit of a foil thing here, maybe a little dent or something, but this one doesn't seem to have any damage, so they do exist. Sajesi, black border. We are still going. Actually doing pretty well. This will be our 5th box. White House. I don't think they have alternate backs for the inserts. That is one thing about the inserts, is there are no insert parallels. And it seems like they could have done that. If they're printing a whole ton of these, it'd be really easy to have some parallels instead of just regular stuff. But Chanho Park is a short print, right? No, it's not. Sport lots of clutch for A&G issue sets. I bet. Andrew Jones. A&G back. Corner on that one. Right, that is halfway through, and that is the deck right now. Gibson to 99 on the chrome. Cruz and Julio rip cards. Craig Biggio to 25. Red relic. And the Aaron Judge stained glass. So pretty good first half of the break. Oof. I'll just take another moment here. Long team meeting, but he's back. Chi-Town, back in the house. Remember, no matter how bad you are at your job, someone on the tops line looked at those foils and went, yeah, that's good to ship. The more I think about it, the more I think a lot of that happens during packing. Like, they don't hand pack the cards, so if they're rolling them in and the roller is messed up, it's gonna happen. And the simple fact is, and I've seen this over Rippin for 2 years now, those sets that have giant print runs like A&G or Archives, for example, are gonna have crap cards that are messed up because the quality control is just inherently worse. There's that many cards, so that's just part of the game. I mean, you can talk about odds all you want, but you also have to factor in the odds that the one you're gonna get is actually gonna be nice. So it looks like to me the hits are fine. Like, I don't see any messed up plastic. A lot of the time, the plastic that holds the minis in will be scratched. This one's got a bit of a dent in it. First dented box, but there's a huge layer of air there, so there's no way they should be damaged. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, the hits seem to be okay. So, and yeah, it's not all about the hits. You can't rely on the hits to make your box. So it would be nice to have all of your cards be in tip-top shape, but I mean that's just, we all know that doesn't happen. Sugano. I think the best luck we had with quality was black and white last year. I think all of the cards were, nearly all of the cards were perfect. So very short printed set. Pay a little more attention to it. You know, not necessarily cost more. I guess there's fewer cards, but that doesn't seem to be the issue. There's the killer. Black Border CJ. And you know, all of this is, I mean, obviously none of us really know what we're talking about. We don't work at Topps and we never have, so. I know one person who used to be in printing, and they might have an idea of how this works, but. Trunk Bay, Virgin Islands. And then we don't know with all the printing they did for basketball and everything. Whatever's held them up from releases like over a month. They've done a lot of printing, so obviously quality is going to suffer a bit with quantity. Hopefully the Chrome update stuff will be good. Cosmic. Wyatt. Still no numbers. Still no Brooklyn backs. I don't know if those are in the hit spot, but. Refractor. We have Pedro, ANG. I even say where he's in. I can't even see it. Okay, I'm not gonna try anymore. Don't know which band he's in. We'll figure it out. A lot of this sorting, a lot of this divvying will happen during sorting, and I'll just make a determination. Oh, there we are. Matt Olson. I believe our first one. Dick Allen. Matt Olson Bat Relic. All right, where are we gonna put you? Right here. Find more space for all these base cards. Kobe. Arenado. Shaw foil. Reigns. Short ANG. Back. I guess when I hear about shenanigans going on, it's, you know, we kind of understand how a lot of this stuff works, grading and packs and odds and what you're going to get and what you're not going to get and what your chances are of, etc. So I don't understand why you would operate any differently. If you understand the outcome, it might matter, like, ethically why they're doing what they're doing, but in practice, it's still the same thing. There's Bryce in 222. Bob Clemente. But I have always said, everybody thinks PSA is the top level, whatever. They ask, should I grade with PSA? Should I grade with whoever? It only takes one scandal to bring down a company. One bad scandal. So you never know what's going to happen. You never know what kind of dumb mistakes or shortcuts or decisions people are going to make. It could happen. So you should just do what you like. Don't worry about it. Ybrb. Keyshaw. And we have black border Zach Rischel. And I don't personally like to complain that much. But I'm not going to tell anybody to not complain because somebody has to, you know? Like, the voice of the community needs to be heard, and people love to complain, so just let them do it. You can complain too if you want, you know, I don't care. I'm not going to tell you not to. But I am going to tell you to stop spreading ridiculous conspiracy theories to the nuts on Reddit. That's ridiculous. What do we got here? Second hit in here. Autograph. Rookie. Hey, Luis Angel Acuna. There's a name we know. Decent auto. Excellent. I guess I'll put you here. Nice little spread there. We got six packs. There's that lighthouse duplicate. Not sure how many lighthouses there are, but they're not very common. They're not rare. They're just not common. Turang. Correa. Tyler Fitzgerald. I guess I say all that just to say that, like, take everything you hear with a grain of salt, especially in this hobby, because almost all of the people talking about it don't know what they're talking about. Like, if you know an industry insider who's talking about something, you might want to listen, but like randos on Reddit, none of those people, Instagram, none of those people know what they're talking about. They heard something and they're parroting it, especially Reddit. They hear something, they want to sound smart when they answer questions or posts or whatever. They just say what they heard, regardless of whether it's true or makes sense. So, yeah, definitely don't believe everything that sounds ridiculous. Jackson Merrill, Chrome Mini. The really only two sources I don't seek out that information. I kind of probably should. It'd be good information, but there's really only two places I've got decent info, insider info. One is actual interviews with executives from the company. And there was a really good one on Blabbing About Slabbing earlier this year that talked all about the changes they're making and why they do what they do in some cases and stuff like that. And every once in a while, I'll listen to sports card nonsense. They might be super annoying and you might not like their style, but I think Gio knows what he's talking about. And I think he's got some integrity, and I think he will admit when he's wrong. He's in Fanatics Live. They have, ins with that. He knows how the insider stuff works there. He's owned a card shop before. Like, he's been doing this for a long time. He's got connects, obviously, with his fame and, you know, what volume they do. So I tend to believe what he says. And he also has guests on that, you know, talk about what it's like to run a card shop and how do you get allocation? All these questions we don't really know the answers to unless you talk to someone who's actually done it before. So Ybrb, nice chrome there. Shane Halter. So we got, this is the 6th box. If you are just joining in. This Ybrb is pretty nice. It's got one little divot, but quality-wise, that one's not a problem. Chase. So we got Acuna and what, the Matteo, that relic last time. Ooh, wow. DJ Khaled, gold chrome. Another one. I can't say another one because we don't have another one, but one. DJ Khaled. I told myself I would say that if I got a Khaled. And we did. Beautiful gold chrome. Keep an eye out for these. Very nice. A lot of times when I get interested in a player or look for stuff for my collection, I'll find an old A&G set that had, or a Gypsy Queen or something like that that had cool stuff like that. The old style with the chromes, shiny chromes, is pretty cool, I think. Another Randy. I don't know what Khaled's going for. He's famous. He's a little obnoxious, so I can't really say what the value on something like that would be like, but as far as celebs go, he might be one of the ones that are worth something. Another Cardinal. Somebody looking for Cardinals. What do we got here? This is probably a patch. It is gray. Castellanos. Nick Castellanos of the Phillies. With the gray swatch. I think part of the reason I'm excited about the new parallels is because I just like shiny, colorful stuff. And A&G just, in the past, has not been shiny or colorful. Except for these specific chrome sets. We opened some 2022 chrome, 2023 chrome, something like that. There's a couple, there's some color in there, but it's mostly a splash of color. Not the whole card. Hoodie. A&G back. Do they call him Boogie or Hoodie? It says Hoodie on the card. Otani, nice foil there. Okay, okay. Will Clark, Will the Thrill, A&G back. Look at this Otani. Ooh, almost dropped it. This one looks really nice. So they do exist. I don't know if it's just this box or what, but I think there are some from this box that are not great. Hayden, got one little tiny mark. Arenado looks okay, so I guess my thinking is if they cut those sheets and they have issues with some players and not other players, I don't know. Seems more likely it would happen while they're packing than when they're cutting. Otherwise, you'd see quality issues on just some of them. Gary Sheffield, Dodgers edition. Job, black border. Contractually obligated catchphrase confirmed. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Unless we get an auto, I suppose. Then I could say another one because we already got one. I can say we the best. We the best breakers. This is, oh, that's a different lighthouse. Okay. We got the third of the same lighthouse. Christian Campbell, very nice. Refractor. It's okay, maybe a little abrasion at the very bottom, a little tiny one. Otherwise nice. Rooker foil, see this one is just fine. Dansby. Oh, we got an X-Fractor. Maybe one per case. Pujols. We got a Jacob Wilson in 222. Rookie. All right, see what we got here. Ooh. Cool X-Fractor. I'm not a huge fan of the pattern, but nice chrome. Dylan Cruz, rookie. Buster. We got Casty out of here. I think we're looking. Are we looking for another one? Chase. There's Jacob again. Only black border this time. Black border mini. So we got the N222 and the black border in this box. Hertz have minis in here? Don't know. Loggerhead Lighthouse in Florida. Oh, and a Nico Horner race watch relic for the Cubbies. Coming down to the end of my stands, so I'll have to cycle some stuff out. Big Sean. Showing dice. A&G back, shine. Whew. Save that Jazz, A&G back. If it looks weird when I'm opening them, I always open these flat so the mini doesn't slide out and take a bump. Cat Dennings base. 4 more packs. I got 3 more boxes in my case back here. Julio and Griffey. Raleigh. Piranha. Campanella mini. Dylan Cruz. Chrome mini. Not bad. Benzingers. Which one's Benzingers? Who was I talking about? Was it the guy with the pompadour? Roki. LB Shota. All right, that is completed box. Hydrate. Check. All right. Christmas. If you're new to breaking, you're kind of wondering why I do certain things. It's generally good practice to keep everything on camera at all times. Obviously, I don't have a lot of room, and I don't have a bunch of cameras, so that's harder for me to do. Fortunately, everybody trusts me, and that's not a problem. But if you are breaking with some rando, nothing wrong with that. You like their prices, you like their system, you like what they're doing. Reasonable amount of trust, that is fine. But it's something to look out for. They don't want to take the cards off camera. Like Bohm, black border. This is kind of where the conspiracy brain gets you in trouble. You're like, look at all these minis. Look at all these black border minis we've gotten. Why haven't I gotten any Shoheis? Why haven't I gotten any Judge? They just print fewer of them? Well, there's a lot of them. And there's only 4 per box. So, doesn't mean there are fewer. Just means you didn't get any. Goldschmidt, Yankees Goldschmidt. Super cursed. Although he was pretty good for them. Goldie Bat Relic. Oh, yeah. Last stand here. Guess I can put you here, maybe. Beltran. Kershaw is pretty jacked up, unfortunately. White Sox, Jim Thome. Filigree Caminero. Very cool. It's that guy with the sunglasses. Luis. Junior making his way up in the world. I don't know if he's going to follow the traditional Rays path of getting traded right before his free agent years, but Chandler. And Harper, I think we already got this one in 222. Excuse me. We're rolling how? We're down to 2 hours. Wow, I think we might hit the under on 3 hours, even with the extra 2 boxes. Jackie Chrome, very nice. There's Nomo. He's the short print. And Norby, again, Chrome mini form. What I need is a cough syrup popsicle. That cardinal, there's 50 birds. This cardinal has come up more than any other bird. There we go. See a Menzinger? Yeah, he is. See, there goes the mini. One false move, and Kat Dennings takes a tumble. Fortunately, we have our trusty Matt. Otani Chrome, okay. Alexis, the Reddit guy. So we got the Otani Chrome in the last break. We get, or the refractor in the last break, and we get the base Chrome in this one. Norbs in the mini sleeve. Okay. So we got the Goldie and the Nico out of this box. I wasn't keeping track. Siler. Bogarts. Oh, got one here. Who is Powell? Abner Powell. That's a great old-timey name. Bonito. And here we have, there's a Bohm again. I like a Bohm. Patch. Framed mini-size relic. Let's see, who can we take out? Zardo Bat relic. Jacob. Rolls. Shota. Cade rookie foil. Nice. Another Lighthouse. That's a cool looking one. Bert. Auto spoiler poster extraordinaire, Bert Blyleven. Always good to expose what future sets are going to look like while he's posting and posting while he's signing. Angie Matt Boyd. Run out of room in my garbage can. Campanella. And final pack of box 7, 8, 7. Kenzie. And black border. Drew Nix. Excuse me. I think the cough may be coming on. Cardinal is a state bird of like 7 different states. That's good to know. Haven't been paying attention to which states the cardinal has come up on, but I guess I'll find out when I sort them. Just leaving up these black borders I put aside here. Got 2 more boxes. Hydration station. I'm going to take down a couple of these just to make some room here. Let's see. Just the relics. Alrighty, 2 more boxes. And then it's sorting time. I'll give you the secret on how to sort this. So, sort them out by baseball and non-baseball first. It's just a series of sorts. Baseball, non-baseball. I don't know if I'm going to sort the teams out first or not. There are a few team claims, and there are a few claims that are related to teams, so that might be helpful. But then you sort out the called out names, and that's a little bit easier if you've done the teams first, so I'll probably do that. Sort into teams, and then just work backwards, because the player claims are the most have the highest priority, so you take those out first, and then you just work backwards. Player claims, team claims, division claims, league claims, the variance within, and then there's going to be, of course, there's going to be some weird stuff to adjudicate, but there's a lot less than you'd think. So, and it's really easy if you just sort all the non-sports by person. You can just take all of their cards, the 10 duplicates or whatever you have, and put them all in the right pile. So I would say between doing this and doing Pro Debut is probably harder. There's a nice Lindor, 222. Talk about a guy I feel bad for, Jesus. You commit yourself to a team. You try to be a leader on that team. Veteran presence, leader, somebody to look up to, lead them to victory, and they just tear everything down around you. It's just very frustrating. Another band member, Newfound Glory. Daryl, Angie back. I'm gonna take a short break here. Done fading. I'm gonna look at my FedEx tracking for Chrome. Estimated between 12:15 and 2:15 p.m. It is now 4:05. Details will be updated soon. Okay. Just changed it. Of course they're late. Yuri, my delivery driver, who is awesome, still on the way. So just making sure I didn't miss it. Sometimes they go in the back alley. I mean, I have the same driver every time. If the name listed is to be believed, I have the same driver, so he knows to come to my front door. But occasionally, some goof will leave it in the back, because for some reason, driving directions will go into the alley behind my house. I think it's because the owners of this property have an ADU in the back, and it's unlicensed, and there's probably some shenanigans with how the address is entered or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, occasionally that'll end up in the backyard, and it's raining, so I don't want to leave any paper products out. Here we are. Wade Boggs. Silver filigree. There's the Cardinal. Illinois. See, the thing is, it just looks like the same picture every time. So if it is different states, there's Cardinal, and there's Cardinal, Indiana. So, oh, it is a different picture. So, someone building the Cardinal set. I gotta respect that. And you know, honestly, I'm happy to do this because I love ripping. I love showing this stuff off. I love the thrill of getting a nice card. I like pulling stuff for you guys. And I firmly believe that part of the remedy of the expensive box situation is to get into a friendly community break with low prices, so you can get your team and just get the cards you want. So I like being able to do this, kind of provide a service. Come up with fun stuff, have fun online. I've always been in chat groups and such, so it's kind of natural for me. So I don't mind ripping a case of this stuff for y'all. Sunfish. What if there's a halibut in here? I had halibut and chips the other day, and I had to convince my son that halibut have eyes on top of their heads. There's jacks. Did not believe me at all until I showed him pictures. Also, another funny thing that my kid does, and probably a lot of other kids do too, is he'll tell me, quote unquote, facts. Ooh, there's Miggy with another stripe for the Tigers. He'll tell me, quote unquote, facts that he heard from his friend that knows, quote unquote, knows a lot about space. Like, the Earth has 2 moons. Nice James Wood. This is a pretty good looking foil. One of the better ones. And I'll say, no, the Earth does not have 2 moons. The Earth has 1 moon, and I'll show you. And he still won't believe me. And then I have to say something like, look, you're 6 years old. Your friend Hudson is 7 years old. I am 43 years old. Nice Paul Skeens. Who do you think knows more about space? Your 7-year-old friend or your nerd father? And usually that'll get him to say, okay. But I'm sure he doesn't believe me as soon as we stop talking. Just a natural inclination of kids to not believe their parents for whatever reason. Andrew. Hey, there's a nice Roki N222. All right. Not sure if Roki is personally spoken for, but a good one. I think there's a Japanese Dodgers claim. There's a retired Asian Dodgers claim, and then there's a Japanese Dodgers claim. So I think that one might get it. So you got 5 more packs and 1 more box, and then we will be out. Where we got Hassel, Luis Robert. I will next be coming at you on Friday for sure. I got some Tops Now stuff coming in. Just the last, actually the last of the awards stuff had just shipped, so we should be done by next week. I do have the Yamamoto, 2 Yamamoto 20 packs in USPS limbo right now. There's a Ohio Cardinal. So I don't know if those are going to be here in time. I just filed a mail search request because that one's a couple weeks late now. Mookie Chrome, very nice. Kumar Rocker. So hopefully that one will make its way here sooner rather than later. That stops now, and I was planning on ripping Chrome Update. Turner, as I imagined having it by Friday. But if I get it, you know what? If I get it tonight and I'm not feeling like I'm gonna fall over, I will do an 8 p.m. rip for a couple of Chrome Update boxes just so we can take a look. But otherwise, I will do it probably early tomorrow. And keep the Friday one. I don't have tracking. I have a label for archives. Hey, there's a Larry David Black border. Nice. I have a label for archives. It is also shipped 2-day, so FedEx 2-day delivery instead of these that were home delivery. Which is weird because I got some that were super late and I got some that were super early. So I don't know what's going on. But I would like to rip that Chrome update stuff when I can. So might be 2 more streams, might be just 1. Might have to save everything for Friday. But, you know, a little short rip on Thursday. I'm not against it. So keep your ear to the schedule. Break chat. The Amtrak from Chicago to DC is called the Cardinal because every state it runs through has cardinal as a state bird. Why did everybody pick the Cardinal? It's not the only bird there. It's like a solidarity thing. I don't know. I don't know my history, but I think a lot of those Midwest states kind of became part of the Union at the same time. So like you can't say that they were all like picking the Cardinal at different eras of the country. This is the last box, by the way. So get through this with me. Do a little review. What we got here? Estrada, not a rookie. Thyro Estrada, Giant. I thought it was Twins, so I wasn't sure who Twins Estrada was, but Thyro Estrada. Auto in our last box. I'm not sure if anybody's been paying attention, but how many boxes had two relics? I think maybe 2. So that's nice. Roki A&G back, very nice. So we got the Roki N222 and the Roki A&G back mini. Throwing a couple of those in top loaders. Excellent. I'm excited for archives. I'm just the promo pictures they've been showing, and some of the people who've shown the pictures from the super boxes from Costco. Just awesome. Awesome stuff. The 2006 is super cool. Parallels for those old style cards are pretty cool. Parallels they didn't have. So I am stoked. They got the Cyber Shots insert coming back, which is a cool one. Judge, another black border we like. Excellent. The Judge, the Judge stained glass and the black border. Clownfish. Anything Frank Thomas? I haven't seen one Frank Thomas card, I don't think. There's a silver filigree Ballesteros. Hard to imagine you would get skunked in 10 boxes, but hey, there's Pete's. Nice black borders in this box. But you know, if they only have autos or something, then let's see how that might happen. I think Barry Bonds, I was mentioning the full-size auto. I think Barry Bonds is one. I want to say Sosa is the other. Hey, there's Skeens. So we got the Skeens Chrome pair. Very nice. The full size and the mini. I like a little gold chrome mini. That's pretty cool. Nearly about halfway through here. Got one auto and looking for one other. Roosterfish. Never heard of that one. And we have a whole book of fish that we go through every other week at bedtime. Not just me, my kid, but I don't look at books of fish by myself. Maybe I should. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe I would know more about, what was it, roosterfish? Goose. Alex the Great. There he is. I was hoping we'd get a good Alex. Dick Allen, Angie back. Last year we got a uniform countdown. Dick Allen hand numbered. That was a pretty cool pull. My PSA driver is delivering my 1955 Topps PSA 7. It's supposed to be here by 8 p.m. You're in California. Card is in Kentucky still. Yeah, it's not happening. I mean, maybe they didn't scan it, but yeah, you're probably delayed, unfortunately. We are getting to the holiday delay season, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, hey, hey, ho, hey, hey, ho. James Wood mini auto to 99. Nice little purple border, maybe. Excellent. What a way to go out. James Wood. Not sure if James Wood has his own spot. But we'll go out with a bang. Still have a bunch of packs left too, so maybe we'll get a parallel. Excuse me. Nice James Wood. Newfound Glory guy. Black border Albies. Alright, also, if I requested a checklist from you for your weird category, try to get it in before, I don't know, Friday? Not sure when I'll be doing this, but excuse me, soon. Getting the sorting done. The Aussie Albies made me think of that, because there's the one team player category and some discussion about whether just rookies count or, hey, nice Corbin foil. Ron Santo. If rookies count or how long they have to be with one team, or, you know, because usually when you say, oh, he played with one team his whole career, you're talking about somebody who's retired or about to retire. Nice Yachty. I'm glad we at least got a couple filigree parallels. I wanted to see them. And I don't remember where we landed, but I know we had a decision, so that won't be too hard to sort out. But Aussie Albies was one of those where I said you had to have reached free agency or signed an extension that would take you through your free agent year, first free agent year. And so Aussie Albies would be one of those. Then you'd have guys like Julio, and so I added the must have 5+ years of service, so that would take Julio out, but still cover Albies. And then we had some more discussion about it, and that wasn't quite true. So that's not what's going to happen. There's other rules around that, so we'll go back and look. Of course, hers. Well, let's see one more parallel. Josh. 3 more packs. We'll do a little review. Nolan Ryan. Nice Nolan refractor. One more beach, Malibu. Last one. That wasn't so bad. Or a Prepon Chrome will take us out. The Aussie standard pack. Okie dokie. You can see the pile of base cards I have over here. Get Nolan. It's a nice Nolan refractor. I just ripped a penny sleeve with the sharp edge of that chrome. Okay. Let's take a look here. Patch, auto, 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 auto. Chrome parallels. Relic. Filigree. Rip cards. Judge. All right, along with numerous black borders, A and G backs, and such. Got Miggy with the stripe. Wit on the mini. Can't tell if that's cut wrong or just stuck in the border. Rooker bat relic. Dawson bat relic. We got another 2 minis. Boom and Castellanos. 2 Phillies, actually. Both gray. Different material, though. Interesting. Olsen and Goldschmidt bat relics. A Nico Horner and a Kyle Manzardo. I think this is our first hit on the bat relic there. That's the relic piece. Then we had beautiful green Kirk Gibson and gold DJ Khaled chromes, along with the gold Terang filigree and the orange Biggio relic filigree. So cool parallels there. We get into the autos. We got Blake Dunn, DJ Mighty Me, Connor Norby, and Thairo Estrada. The ones I top loaded were Luis Angel and the beautiful out of 99 James Wood mini auto there. Got a couple rip cards pretty early on, actually. Cruz was first, and then Julio after that. Single rip cards. And the incredibly beautiful Aaron Judge stained glass. Kirk can't believe it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for running the auction. It's always fun to have something different going on. So, hope you guys had fun with the auction. And lots of Chrome update to come. We have more Ginter, so if you didn't get a chance to get in on this, we will be running more Ginter. Got lots of Chrome update. Got Cosmic coming. Archives is coming. Like I said, we got a label. Don't have a tracking number yet, but what is today? Wednesday. 2-day shipping. Probably won't get here by Friday, release day. But if you want some archives, Friday is release day. You can pick some up. Usually not too hard to get if you want a couple boxes. So definitely be online when you want, on at 12 Eastern or wherever they say to get it. But probably won't get shut out. So that's cool. Archives is one of my favorites. So we will be ripping that too. And we'll figure out when they all come, get the scheduling done. And I probably got a couple more streams this week. So I will see you then. I will see you online. And I look forward to arguing about who gets what with all of you guys. So I will talk to you later. Thanks.